Welcome you to episode 4. Yep, 4 fingers. That means it's episode 4. Episode 4 of gaming pickups. Yes, all my video game pickups. So this time it's a big jumbled bag of random shit just because I went out to a couple different places and stumbled across some old school goodies. So let's start off with the NES, the NES, the Nintendo Entertainment System. And a game most people will be like, you didn't own that? And I used to own it a really long time ago, till I got rid of it and just never rebought it because of all the horrific nightmares I've had about the game. And that just so happens to be, that's right, the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Heroes in a Half Shell. Fucking annoying! My god. But I mean, I can't complain so much. If you can see there, it was only $1. How the fuck can you complain with $1? But yes, the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game, oh man, is it fucking hard, like brutally hard. And there's some points, it's just, level design is fucked in the ass. And the only person worth playing through is Donatello. Everybody else, like, have you tried playing as Raphael or Michelangelo? Fucking sucks. And what the worst part was, Michelangelo was my favorite growing up. And his fucking reach is like, I have T-Rex arms, I'll get you. Raphael's even worse. It's basically like he's trying to fight with like a fucking nipple or something. Like, it's awful. Awful. But anyway, I still persevered and played through the game and beat it, which is saying a lot considering that most kids do not have an attention span to begin with, let alone a tons of fucking patience. But me being a die-hard Ninja Turtles fan when I was growing up, yeah, most fucking definitely. So this game, which is made by Ultra Games, forgot to mention that, and if you're not aware, Ultra Games is actually Konami. But yeah, if you want a challenge, you should play this, but I assure you 100% that challenge also lies in the fact that it is not exactly the most well-made game in some portions. It's not the worst by any stretch of the imagination, but still pretty fucking frustrating. But all around, I have lots of memories of this game, so yeah, it was definitely worth $1. Just $1. Just $1. Moving on to a game that I picked this up purely off the fact that I saw the cover and was like, well, that looks kind of cool. And that's Demon Sword. Well, that in the name's kind of cool. But guess what? This, like Ninja Turtles, was only $1. To be honest, I have no fucking clue what this game is, like, at all. And whenever I pulled out my phone, because a lot of times, if I see a game and I don't know diddly shit about it, and I'm like, huh, what is that? I'll pull out my phone, pull up YouTube, and look up like gameplay footage of it and everything, and just see what it looks like. My phone wasn't working at the time, so I was just like, ha ha ha, you mother. But yeah, so I didn't even realize that if you look real closely, it says Demon Power, or Demon Sword Release the Power. Yeah, I got a little tongue-tied there. But yeah, the dude also just, he looks really ridiculous. Like, this kind of reminds me of the cover of like tons and tons of those fucking fantasy novels. It's like just some ripped ass dude barely wearing any kind of armor or anything, but he's got shoulder pads, right? Because he needs shoulder pads. Gotta protect my shoulders, my chest and everything, you know, where all the vital organs are at. Yeah, fuck that. I don't need to cover this shit up. But yeah, this game, hopefully it's pretty good. And it's made by Taito, so there's a chance it could be pretty good. So I'll be finding out sometime soon. Next up, now, me being a big fan of games where you can just fly around and shit, like the Ace Kombat series, I was naturally interested in this, and it's a first-party game from Sony, and it is called Bogie Dead 6. Now, to be honest, I really just do not know diddly shit about the game for the most part. I've seen this countless times within stores. But I myself have never played it, and to be honest, I don't even have any friends that have played this, so that's why it wasn't one of those games that it was like, oh man, it's imperative that I go out and get it. But the thing is, guess what? There's a trend here. It was $1. Yes, just $1. Goodness gracious. How can I pass it up for $1? And if you're wondering, the disc is actually in really good condition. There's just a couple finger like marks on it, little fingerprints and everything like that. Finger marks, yeah, I worded that correctly. But there was one interesting thing. Whenever I had opened this up, if you look right there, there's a pretty nice looking flight stick. I've never even seen this flight stick in stores, like when I was younger and everything. So yeah, that's something I might have to keep my eye out for, because I have a lot of games that involve flying like this. So yeah, considering it's first party, probably won't be too bad. Graphically, the game looks really good, so it's definitely a good start. So yeah, I guess I'll be finding out sometime soon. But let's keep it rolling with more PlayStation games. Now this one, I shit you not, is not a really good game, but the fact that I'm such a big Contra fan made me buy it anyway, even though it's kind of poop. But it's... fuck it. And that's Contra on PlayStation! Yes, and look, you can see right there, I paid a whopping $3 for this game. Pretty sure that's showing up. There it is on the back. Now, here's the thing. When I think of Contra games, I think of, like, Super C, regular Contra, Contra Hard Corps. I think of Contra on PlayStation 2, just because that was really badass. Shattered Soldier, just fucking awesome games. Contra 4. But, here's the thing. This does not come to mind. This is by far the weakest Contra game whatsoever. Like, it's so fucked. Like, in every single way, they were trying to do too many new things, and it really just feels like they got too far away from the formula that made the game so awesome. Very pick up and play, but harder than shit, and will kick your ass. But, yeah. And what's funny is it's Contra comes to life in this true to its roots first 32-bit version. My ass! Okay, yeah, 32 bits, yes. That's the only fucking fact there. And, oh, wait, here. That's said by Game Fan Magazine. Game Fan isn't even around anymore. Well, then again, most fucking video game magazines aren't around anymore. But still, Game Fan, how dare you say that? That's a lie. I'm assuming that this is probably from a preview and not a review. I can almost guarantee that. So, yeah. The only thing is, it says right here that it's got 3D glasses enclosed. I did not know about any of this game being in 3D. The thing is, like, it comes with the manual and everything, but it had no 3D glasses. Luckily, I do have 3D glasses, but, yeah. And, wow, they advertise it everywhere in there. It's like 3D glasses, and then you open here, it's like 3D glasses. It's kind of crazy. I'm going to have to play this game with 3D glasses now. 3D glasses, 3D glasses. I think I've said that like a dozen times. But, moving forward, onto a game that I've been meaning to pick up for a very long time, just because of the Konami Justifier, which I did a review of that, and I mentioned this game. So if you've not checked that out, I'll put a link down below so you can go and check that out. But it is Die Hard Trilogy 2, Viva Las Vegas. Yeah, pretty much this is a lot like the original. It's split up into three different, completely different styles of game. The first, which I'll go ahead and just point it there, the first being the action-adventure version where it's kind of like a third-person game. The second being a racing game. Well, not really racing, but just driving in general, but sometimes you're racing. And the other one, which is like an arcade shooter. Now, keep in mind that, in my humble opinion, this one is slightly inferior to the original, just slightly. Graphically, it looks a ton nicer. But, I don't know, just the first one is a tad bit better. I can't really put my finger on it, but I just prefer it. Don't know. But anyway, another neat thing about this, you can actually use the PlayStation mouse on this, and I did not know that. I actually have a PlayStation mouse. I just never thought, oh wow, I'll actually use that, but that's mostly for the first-person shooting parts of it. No, well, technically the on-rail shooting portion. But yeah, me being a big fan of Die Hard movies and Die Hard Trilogy, and Die Hard the Arcade on Sega Saturn, naturally, I want more Die Hard. Except for Die Hard, what was it, Vendetta, I think it is, on GameCube. That game is nothing but giraffe ballsack. Oh man, on a hot summer day on a sidewalk for some random reason. That's a sad giraffe, by the way, because he's ballless now. But yeah, that game's just horrible. This, on the other hand, is a good game. So yeah. I'll be playing this sometime soon whenever I decide to hook the Justifier up again, because damn it, I love me some Die Hard and shooting. Now this was probably the most exciting pickup for me. I shit you not, like, when I had seen this, I went, oh my god! And it was like, sold. As soon as I saw the price tag on it, I couldn't really argue with it, which, damn, I actually took the price tag off already. But if you're wondering what it is, it's Skitching! For the Sega Genesis / Mega Drive. So Skitching, which Many of you who have been tuned into my channel for a long time are well aware that I'm a big fan of the Road Rash games. I'd actually made a video about how they were actually in development of a new Road Rash game, and it was coming along like so awesome, just seeing the gameplay footage, and then they canned it. It was like, well, skitching is Road Rash, but on rollerblades. And that's pretty much it. It also has a really badass soundtrack. Like, if you ever get bored, just type in skitching and music here on YouTube, and you'll come across some pretty badass music. And if you do like it, let me know, because they'll actually make me pretty happy. But anyway, you know, I'll also put the link to that Road Rash video down there, just in case people weren't aware that I even had it uploaded. But yeah, this game was pretty cool because, one, it's complete. Like, it's got the manual for it. So that was pretty nice, and that's in like mint condition. The cartridge, which again, it looks like a brand new game. I shit you not, like it really does look like it's brand new. It's pretty sweet. But yeah, finding a complete copy of it, and if you're wondering, I paid $3 for this. $3. For skitching? Dude, that's a fucking deal. So yeah, totally worth picking up, and if you've not played it and you don't feel like going out and getting a copy, getting on a ROM emulator or anything like that, because this game is fun as hell. Racing and beating crap out of people, it's a good combination. Also reeks of the 90s, it's funny. But speaking of reeking of the 90s, we have Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. Yes. So there we are. We've got Ultimate MK3. Which, there's something funny about this, and I'll point this out. Now, I paid pretty much the full price for it, which was about $10, which isn't too bad because this game is like jewel mint condition, and this is one of my favorite versions of Mortal Kombat. Only thing on it was a couple of flakes of dust. But the thing is, I had seen this game previously at another video game store. I won't name that store because I don't want to be the bearer of bad publicity, but let's see. I'll just show you right down there, if you guys can see. Yeah. $39.94 for Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. And the funny thing is, I'd seen this in dude's store and laughed at the price, because that's like, the game literally is worth like $10 online. I've researched it a ton of times, just never picked it up because online it was almost never complete. And this one is. But $40? Are you out of your fucking head? Dude, do some research. That's like way too much. Who's gonna pay $40 for MK3? Like, fucking batshit crazy if you think that. But yeah, just want to add more to my Sega Saturn collection. That and the fact that I really like the versions on Sega Saturn of all the Mortal Kombat games, from Mortal Kombat, you know, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 to Trilogy and everything. Just, they're so crisp, and they run so well, and I really like the Sega Genesis controller, well, Sega Saturn controller rather. So yeah, totally worth picking up. And lastly, I have Bug 2. Yes, I have the first Bug game, which is a little platforming game, only on Sega, which I'm kind of surprised that they've never decided that they were going to bring this back. And this game was only $8, which is not too shabby. Again, the game is in fact complete. And just like Mortal Kombat, this game is in really good condition. So I couldn't really pass it up. I actually had made fun of the original Bug game, and the ironic part is I had played it again, and I kind of liked it a bit more a second time around. I had wondered, like, huh, maybe when I was younger I just didn't like the game that much. But yeah, I figured, why not pick this up? And I remembered whenever I was younger seeing reviews for this game, and they were pretty decent, so yeah. Special CD quality music and sound effects. Well, that's pretty nice to know since it's on a CD. It's funny, like, back in the day whenever they would go and promote stuff like that, because it was such a big deal. So, yeah, another platformer that's totally worth it to me, because I love platforming games. But, yeah, that's pretty much all the games that I got recently. Like I said, it was tons of old school games. So, yeah, and it was kind of cool just to come across most of that stuff. Like, all those games at the beginning, all $1 a piece. Like, how can you fucking argue with $1? Like, just $1. Like, I can't even get a Mountain Dew for $1. That's depressing. Unless they have them on sale. Which, then sometimes you get 2 liters for $1. So that's kind of nice. But, anyway, that was my gaming pickups. I hope that all of you at home enjoy checking them out and everything. I do enjoy sharing them with you. So until next time, nerds, nerdettes, and gamers, game the fuck on. Bye.